Hi, welcome. Today I am going to be doing a look using the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air. This is what it looks like. This is kind of an older palette. I'm not sure if they still have these out. I think they do, but they're pretty inexpensive, available Target, Walmart, and drugstores. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually using this palette because I have a friend who has this palette and she's trying to get a little more into makeup, and I told her that I would use this palette to do a look with. So this is me using that palette. I didn't prepare my brushes today, so all right. So to get started, I am going to go in with this transition shade here. This one's a little more cool tone, this bottom one here. So I'm going to start with that. And to make this easy, like for someone who may be starting in makeup, I'm not going to use anything on my lid as a base. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight in. You can use your concealer and set that. You don't have to. So I'm just going to take that into my crease. And if you have hooded eyes, which means when I look straight out, you can see my lid and you can see a clear definition of my crease. If you have hooded lids, that would mean that your you wouldn't see any lid space, right? So your lash line would be where my crease is. What you can do is you can create a false crease by going in a little bit higher than where your eye folds, if that makes sense. I think my sister has that type of an eye shape, so I may see if I can get her to let me do her eyeshadow so that I can show what I'm talking about. Granted, I'll have to watch a lot more tutorials because it's not something that I do as often as I do my own makeup, of course, but I do watch a couple of YouTubers who have folded lids. Now I don't remember what it's called. I totally spaced it. I think I just said it too, didn't I? All right, so I used the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH32 brush. And again, I just went back and forth into my crease and very gently taking it up higher. All right, and now I'm going to start darkening up the crease. I'm going to keep this look simple actually. So I'm just going to use this color here. And I'm going to go in with a Jaclyn Hill 33 by Morphe. And now I'm just going to put that in the outer V of my lid. It's just a little bit darker and warmer than that first transition color. And you really could have just used that first transition color and maybe something on the lid and left it at that, and that would have been nice. So just going back and forth, making sure everything is well blended. You can see that, and this happens to me a lot, in my crease, I kind of have this space here that the shadow skips over. So what I'll do is I'll just go back and just very, very lightly tap my brush lightly, and then just very lightly again go in to fill it in so that I can fill in the blend without adding color. And take this one, just make sure everything is well blended. So just when I'm trying to just blend it in, I'll just pick up, right? So again, I'm just brushing the color into the center of my face to make sure everything is well blended without taking it out too far. All right. Now I am going to, this palette only has 2 shimmer shades. So I'm going to use this one here and put that all over my lid. You can go in with your finger or you can go in with a flat brush. I'm going to take the Morphe 209 and let me get some setting spray. All right, total coincidence, but I'm also using the Morphe setting spray. So I'm just going to coat both sides of my, I should probably coat both sides of my brush with this shade. I'm just going to go like, and just get it in there and then tap off the excess. And now I'm going to take my setting spray and get that a little bit wet. And now tap into the lid, onto the lid. And that's just to get that color to show up a little more metallic-y. And then I will take a piece of, you know, toilet paper in my case, and just kind of clean that brush off and do that again. Just repeat it. So just get my brush in there and use my setting spray. Kind of like, you know, get any excess spray off. And just kind of keep that in the crease. You can kind of see how I will take my brush and swoop. All right, and then we're going to go in with the JH33 again and just blend it in. Blend it in. You can kind of go into the crease too, just to make sure that you have that nice blend between your metallic and your upper crease. And I also want to say, I'm like not an expert at this, and I just do my own makeup. I'm taking any classes or any courses, so I'm just giving tips based on what works for me. Some things, you know, may need to be adjusted based on your eye shade or what you like. Just want to let everyone know that. So the thing I like about this palette is it has this really light shade here, and it's a matte. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush, and I'm just going to sweep it under my brow like this. And I don't know if you can really see that, but what that does is just clean up that first transition shade. If you went up a little bit too high, or if you kind of just want a brow highlight, that's what, you know, it's usually, you can also go in with like a shimmer shade there to do a more intense brow highlight. For me, I just like to use it to make sure that that upper area of, took that a little too far down, but don't worry, ignore that. I like to just make sure that that upper area of my makeup is well blended. And then if you want, you can go back in with the JH32, and then I'll just kind of clean it off on my hand. You can also do this on a swatchy thing, but I like to do it on my hand so that I can see, you know, make sure I don't have any color coming off, if that makes sense. And then I'll just do that between that kind of cream color and my transition shade. And again, and again. Between and again and so, we're going to make this a drinking game. But only if you're watching this at a responsible hour. That's up to you, whatever a responsible hour is. You can leave it at that. It can be done. Mascara. Actually, you know what? Let me show you what that'll look like. You want to leave it at this. and you just go in, curl your lashes. Remember, base to tip, pulse your curler. Focus a little bit on the base, but make sure that you're going all the way through your tips so you don't get those like standing up straight lashes. That happens to me as well. That might just, you know, be something that you practice. And now we are going to use mascara. I'm using the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume. To me, this is the best one of these Lash Princess mascaras. And also to me, this is some of the best drugstore mascara available. I just love to stock up on these. They're like $4 or $5, and sometimes they go on sale. I think Ulta currently has a buy one, get one 40% off. On the Essence brand. During the holidays, they'll also release like their 3-packs, so you can try all 3 of them. There's a volumizing, a sculpted volume, and I don't remember what the orange one is. The green one is also pretty popular. I think that's volume or that's lengthening. They're all nice, but this is just my favorite. All right, so you can leave it at that. It's, you know, nice and simple, everyday, pretty. If you want to go in, you want to do your bottom lashes, just mascara. I'm putting my mirror here so you can't see my mascara face. Like, makes my mascara face more. So that's what it would look like right there. If you know, if you just wanted to be done there. Or I personally like to add shadow underneath my lower lash line. So I will take another brush, and I am purposely using Morphe brushes because that's what I have a lot of, and I think, you know, they're accessible to most people, and I think that they're a good quality. I've had a lot of my brushes for years, like maybe 5 years now, and I haven't had issues with them falling apart. In my previous video, you can see, I don't know if it's my previous video, one of my videos got corrupted, but you can see that there were some bristles like falling off of my eye. And that was just because, again, that was probably a 5-year-old brush. I'm going to, okay, so in this case, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Crease Brush. And this looks like this, just very tight. And I'm going to use that and dip back into the warmer transition shade. And I'm going to go in. And of course, normally you would do this before you put on your mascara, but I wanted to show what it would look like, you know, if you didn't want to do this and you just wanted to stick to mascara. So you can see there. And now I'm actually going to go in, you know, I'm just going to stick to the colors I used. I'm going to go back into this orange. And you can use that same brush to keep it kind of like messy, blown out. Or you would be able to use a flat brush like this This is the JH43. And this would just give you more control and a tighter line. So you can, I don't know if you can really see I feel like this one is more blown out, and this one you can kind of see that tight line. Either way, you still want to go back and just gently blend that in. You don't want to, you don't have to. If you like the look, you can leave it at that. And now I'm going to go in with mascara on the other side. And just go over that. It may get a little clumpy because I brushed that shadow through when the mascara was still pretty wet. But you know, that's okay. Alright, and there is that look. I do have an appointment that's like in 2 minutes, but let me throw on some lipstick and you can see the final look. Right, I just kind of grabbed a whatever lipstick, just kind of like a mauve brown. This is a liquid lipstick, but what I've been liking to do is I'll apply the lipstick on my fingers and then go in to my lips. Kind of just for a softer lip look. Sorry, I keep looking at myself. I definitely went lighter on my makeup today. Didn't do like the bright blush, the deep contour, and it was just so that I can show, you know, kind of a more natural, neutral, everyday makeup. You don't have very much time. Overall, this look took me, with explaining the shadow look, took me about 15 minutes. My makeup right before this took me about, my base took me about 10 minutes. So I know it still seems like it may be a lot, but I just want to show what I think is to be a quick look. I can definitely do quicker ones, more simpler, with only one shade, with only, you know, 2 shades. Definitely let me know if it's something you're interested in, and I can put that up next. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.